Welcome back, friends, to another episode of Psychopath Exposure. My name is Kira. Nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs a place to live. This is a comment from Tiffany that posted in one of my recent videos. She says, shout out to you for also helping and exposing. I was at my lowest a little over a year ago. I have transitioned a lot during healing and now I am in such a good spot. To anyone just getting out, stick with it. I promise it gets better. You rock, man. Thanks for that comment, Tiffany. And yes, I do agree. It gets better. Stick with it. You got to stick with the healing and the recovery process. You got to stick to the no contact. It does get better. It just doesn't get better overnight. It doesn't get better overnight. So don't let that discourage you. But nothing gets better overnight. It's usually an accumulation of 1% better, 1% better, 1% better every day. And one day, sometimes overnight, you realize how much better your life is. But it's not that it just got better overnight. It's that the good parts have been stacking up and stacking up and stacking up. One day you finally woke up and you're like, holy shit, like, wow, I actually do feel better. But when you're in hell and you're in the bottom of a discard phase, this shit goes on. So, you know, go a little easy on yourself when you're trying to get out of this shit. If you just stumbled upon this channel, you're reading these comments, you're watching these videos, you're getting a little validation, and you feel good right now. You know, tomorrow when you wake up and you have anxiety again and you're re-triggered and you remember all this shit as it happens, it's normal. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged and don't confuse that with the stupid notion that we get, right? Where we're like, damn, I feel better, I feel horrible without the narcissist. At least when I was with the narcissist, I kind of felt better than this. That's some skewed, rewired, trauma bonded thinking. All right, it's like an addict trying to get off the cocaine or the heroin, and it's like now they're going through the withdrawal and they're like, well shit, I actually, at least when I was on the stuff, there were moments I felt great, right? So let's go back. Nah, don't be a dumbass addict. So yeah, so what Tiffany said, she's like, nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs a place to live. I find that pretty funny, but I'll give you some more options that you can replace that too. How about nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs you to take care of their bastard child. Nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs papers, like a visa, a green card. Nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs to be taken care of, who needs some money, who needs some help with the bills. Nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs a ride to work because they live so far away from work and now they found someone that lives up close, they befriend them, and oh, can you drive me to work? Can you take me here? Can you take me there? Yeah, we could just take that line and just put an insert here caption and you guys can have fun filling that in with your experience. As a matter of fact, I would love if you start writing some comments at the end of this video and use that line. I'm gonna post it below and just insert your version of how fast the narcissist in your life fell in love with you and later what you realized it was that they hooked up with you in the first place for. And I guarantee you, it's not really sex. That's what they used to keep you interested and to keep you hooked. But there was some other shit that they needed. Now, it's true that we all want or need something from our partners, right? But there's a difference between wanting companionship. There's a difference between wanting someone to share your life with. There's a difference between wanting a partner that you can travel with, go on vacations with, start a family with. That's right. There's tons of reasons why we want to be in a relationship. Yes, sometimes you want to have someone that you have, you know, a monogamous relationship. You know, so you have sex with the same partners, like, you know, that's the person that you're intimate with, and you don't have to worry about STDs, you don't have to worry about cheating, you don't have to worry about playing the game, the dating game, right? Like, you have someone who you're intimate with, it's who you have breakfast with, who you have dinner with, who you watch movies with, who you do things together. That's normal. That's normal. But wanting a partner so that they can help you raise your kids, help you buy a house, right? Pay for your shit, right? Get a visa, get papers so they can move to this country, right? And then leave your ass after they get what they want, right? It's shit like that. If you're a very successful person, and it doesn't matter if you're male or female, because these pieces of shits, right? They don't care about being, the person that, that the rock in the relationship that's like, hey, don't worry, I got you. They don't care. We got some scumbags that would literally move into your house within a week. And these are dudes, right? You would think that the guy would, want to be the one that has a stable place. He's got a house, he's got a solid condo or something like that. But it's like they would just leech on you. They would just leech, and yeah, they'll move right in. And you have to ask yourself, like, this is a grown man and you don't have your life together yet? Like, you're staying with roommates? You're a grown man. I'm not talking about a 19-year-old. I'm talking about grown men. You're staying with roommates? Really? At this point, what are you, in college? If you don't have your life together, what do you have to offer? What type of stability do you have to offer? You got baby mama drama and you're trying to jump into someone else's pants. Boy, handle your business. Handle your business before you start poisoning the mind of another girl out there, right? That is just looking for companionship, is looking for someone that she can trust, that she can fall in love with. And you're here playing games. Get the hell out of here with that shit. So yeah, that line was pretty funny. We can just insert whatever the hell we want. And don't be surprised, don't be surprised moving forward. If you start noticing, as you start dating again, as you start meeting people again, don't be surprised. The questions that they ask you, pay attention to the questions that people ask you when you first meet them. How interested are they in your success? Like, it's normal. You go on a date, say, what do you do? Things like that. But if they're just so interested in what you actually do for a living and how you spend your time, be careful. And be careful if their eyes light up when you tell them about this amazing career and they have dollar bills in their eyes. You have to be able to see that. Be careful when you have online romances with people in other states and other countries, right? Especially in other countries, or that they're looking for someone in the West to marry so they can get their papers and come here. Be very careful, because these narcissists have a way of convincing you that they're going to be amazing husbands or amazing wives if only you could wire them some money to help them through a tough situation right now. I'm trying to start my photography business. I just need a couple of $1,000s to get some equipment, right? Once I have this equipment, then I can get this thing for you and I can make this thing work for us. Nah, you don't got to be giving money to nobody that you just met. Okay? If you guys are trying to date, right? You don't ask for money. You don't ask for money. Sometimes it's not a good idea to ask your friends for money. It's just one of the things that you just don't do. You date someone, it should be because you want companionship. Maybe you want to start a family. You want to get to know people, and you want to have fun and have a good time with that one person. It should not be a transactional relationship. I mean, this is my opinion. You guys can disagree. Maybe you guys like polyamorous relationships. To each his own, but everything has a consequence. But if you're looking for people just to take you out to fancy bars, fancy restaurants, and just live this high life, right? And you have and they want those boat parties, and if you don't have a boat, if you don't have a Lamborghini, if you're not about that lifestyle, they drop you. Those are gold diggers. Those are gold diggers. And they're usually hot as fuck. They're usually hot as fuck because they know that their job is to make sure they look amazing, so that they can pull, men like that are willing to throw money at them. And this is very common. This is not like the 1%. This is like in big cities like Vegas, like Miami, shit like that. Like, that's huge. That's just everywhere. And they come from all countries just to live this plastic fake lifestyle, to have that status so they can take their pictures on social media and look like they're kicking ass and they're so cool and so popular. Yeah. Talk to those people later when they lose it all. See, nobody sees that. Nobody sees the behind the scenes of the hard work it takes to become a success, but nobody Also, nobody sees what happens to these people that are flaunting all their jewels and their cars and all this shit. No one sees those people 10 years later when they're in the bottom, when they've hit rock bottom, when their cocaine binges, everything just came crashing down and they lost it all. No one sees that because they're not going to be posting that, let me tell you. They're not going to be posting that. So be careful when people are promising you this crazy lifestyle and you know somewhere deep inside, you know that that's not sustainable and you don't even feel safe with that. But maybe you feel like, wow, I'm never going to meet someone like this. This person is so much adventure and so many spikes in my emotions, right? So many spikes in my emotions. That's a problem. That's a red flag. That is a red flag. A lot of us have been caught up in situations like that and then have been burned. So just keep an eye out for that, especially when you're going back into the dating scene. Be very, very careful. Dating has changed nowadays. It's all about window shopping now on dating apps. They don't even read your profile. They just want to see how hot you are. That's it. They don't care about nuance. They don't care. You can tell them straight up in the thing. You can tell them that you're a narcissist. They won't even read that. They won't even read that. They're just looking at those pictures just to see, oh my God, this person's super hot, super attractive. Yeah, well, there you go. If you're trying to look for something stable, if you're trying to look for something healthy in a dating app, just know the consequences and who actually lurks in those places. You may find a hidden gem. You may find that diamond, right, in the bunch, but I wouldn't bet on it. It's just a high risk, low reward type of game, but to each its own. Just giving you my point of view. You guys can learn from your own experience, of course, but if you like to read some of the comments below in these videos, you see people tell you similar things, and really, like, we can learn from other people. That's why communities like this exist. It's unfortunate that we can be very stubborn sometimes. Someone tells you don't touch the stove, you're gonna get burned. You got to go and touch it and see for yourself that it's white hot, right, and it burns, right? Sometimes that's what we need to do. We need to get burned, right? But you don't have to get burned 17 times with the same person. All right, so that's all I got. Thanks again, Tiffany, for submitting that comment. I thought that was funny. And I hope you guys are learning from this. I hope you're getting the validation that you need, not just to feel good tonight, but to use this new knowledge, this experience, and move forward tomorrow to better yourself, to better your life, to get out of that situation, turn it around, and give yourself an opportunity to enjoy the rest of your life, because tomorrow can be the beginning of the rest of your life. And it could be an amazing life. It's up to you. You now have a choice to make it whatever you want it to be. So rejoice, take advantage of that. Take advantage of that choice. Take advantage of that freedom, and never look back. Let these toxic pieces of shit rot in the hell that they created for themselves. All right, you don't owe them shit. That's all I got. So this is Kira signing off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.